Welcome back to Rebels TV. This is the Manchester United versus Copenhagen preview. This game will be taking place at Old Trafford at the Tate River Rings. We're back in the Champions League, back in the special competition, of course, in which we won 1968. Of course, tomorrow will be very special because we'll be paying tribute to Sir Bobby Charlton because tomorrow will be the first game being played at Old Trafford after his passing. And of course, the European Champions League is kind of it is the European Cup, and and it was very special to Sir Bobby Charlton and very special. It's very special in the history of Manchester United. So of course, tomorrow it's not. I mean, it's a big game, of course, in the context of Manchester United season, but it's also a big game to because we want to properly honor and respect the memory of Sir Bobby Charlton, hopefully through a victory tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully we can tomorrow. So Sir Bobby Charlton, no one else. Of course, tomorrow it's important that we do win, but tomorrow we should win, not only because it's important for our season, but for Sir Bobby Charlton. We should win tomorrow. And I do have, I am feeling to, I do have a feeling that we're going tomorrow. Copenhagen as well. They're not a very, very good team. I mean, if we're looking, actually, I haven't looked at the table in a while, the Champions League table. So let me just look at that real quick. Excuse me. So if we're looking at the Champions League group, then yeah, right now last, of course, Copenhagen got a draw against Galatasaray. So yeah, we need to beat them tomorrow. If we beat them tomorrow, then yeah, we'll be 2 points ahead of them. And yeah, of course, tomorrow the main thing is the game will be for Sir Bobby Charlton, and I'm gonna repeat that much anymore. But yeah, hopefully we can win tomorrow for Sir Bobby Charlton, because I'm sure he'll be happy up there if we win the game. So yeah. So yeah, hello Eddie. A bit of a. I mean, yeah. So like, yeah. What do you think about this game? Because it's a very important game. This United versus Copenhagen.
Yeah, this is a very much a must-win game. If you lose this game, uh, I think is it mathematically over?
Mathematically, I don't think so, because I think unless if Bayern beat Galatasaray, then I think there's a chance. But if Galatasaray wins somehow, then I don't think so there's a chance.
And I don't know if you know this, the Galatasaray Bayern game is early kickoff.
Oh yeah, it's 10:15. It's like, yeah, it's like 3 hours, 2 hours early. Yeah.
So do you think that's interesting for United because United will? I mean, United should be aiming to win this game regardless whatever Galatasaray do.
Yeah,
So
and I mean, I do think Bayern would beat Galatasaray as well, because Bayern have they. I mean, in Bundesliga they're kind of struggling, but I still think they have a very good team. I still think.
yeah, so I think what's interesting is that United, as I said, United have to pick up 9 points.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to pick up 9 points against these teams because let's be real, it's gonna be difficult to beat Bayern. Yes, I know Bayern will, likely use their B team, but you got to keep in mind you have to play Liverpool afterwards, and I'm sure you don't want to see what happened last season. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And also, I think tomorrow the main thing, of course, it's a very important game in the context of the season. But I think tomorrow we have to win for Sir Bobby Charlton, because of course, tomorrow is the first game as being played at Old Trafford after his passing, and of course, the European Cup was a very important part of his career, and it's a very important part of Manchester United's history. So I think tomorrow, obviously, we need to win in the context of our season, but also tomorrow we have to win for Sir Bobby Charlton as well.
yeah, and this is Old Trafford, your fortress, and this is
Yeah.
if you can't even win it against Copenhagen, which is probably the worst team in this group,
Yeah.
um, then it's really concerning. That being said, though, Copenhagen is actually pretty good. Actually, I don't think they're as bad as
I mean, they got a draw against Galatasaray, so it's like they're not terrible.
yeah. Like these guys are not going to just sit here and just get 0 points. Like
That's a fun fact. It could be Hoyland versus Hoyland tomorrow, because Emil Hoyland is part of the first game setup for Copenhagen, so it's his brother.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the squad for Copenhagen. And I mean, the only player who I really recognize is Ali Nusi. But I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad team, of course. But I mean, let's see what happens. Of course, in terms of injury news, some pretty positive updates. Sergio Reguilon is back, and Rafael Varane is back. Well, Varane was on the bench against Sheffield United, but I'm pretty sure now he's like fully, completely fit to start, which is some good news. Um, Also, apparently Malasia is doing individual training sessions, so it's good to have him back. Kobe Mino as well is completely back. So yeah, I think that's somebody good to get some of the team back. Of course, we still have absentees like Luke Shaw and Sandro Martinez and Wan-Bissaka who will be long term, but um, yeah, but I still think it's a good thing that we have to put those players back because we need. Uh, first of all, tomorrow. Let's just get to the lineup and actually real quick because a lot of people have actually said that they would start Maguire in this game, and that's interesting. But the thing is, I would rather start Varane, but it's not because Maguire is playing bad or anything. But the thing is that against City, we cannot, at any cost, play Maguire or Evans. We cannot play either of those two against
Yeah.
City. It has to be Varane and Lindelof. So that's why I think Varane just making his first game back from injury against City. That's a bit risky. So I would like Varane to get some match sharpness from this game.
Would you so I don't know, would you be okay if he like came off the bench and like played the second half or just played the first half? Because I don't think he should play the full 90.
You could do that, but at the same time, he was on the bench against Sheffield United, so I think he could have come off the bench, but of course, center backs don't come off the bench normally. So I do think he is fit to start, but of course, let's see what happens. But if Maguire and Evans did start, then yeah, I do think we would need to have Varane come on because we have to start Varane against City. And of course, Regulon back is very good as
Yeah,
well
that's a good read.
because for the past few games we've had to play Lindelof and Amrabat at left back, but now we can have like an actual left back at left back now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, okay. I'm just sharing my screen for the lineup real quick. Okay. There. Okay. Um, Okay, so I also think we need to kind of rotate as well. Not completely, but I do think a few players need rotation because we can't forget about the City game. So yeah, in goal, of course, Onana. Hopefully he keeps it up because he looked more confident against Sheffield United, and hopefully he can keep that up and not make any more mistakes in the Champions League. Uh,
Yeah.
Center backs. I think Lindelof is a for sure a starter. Other one, I guess it would be. I guess it could be Maguire Lindelof. I guess, yeah.
Is Evans injured?
No, but I think Ten Hag would prefer Maguire over Evans.
Yeah. Well, because I saw in the football, but I think I saw that in the last game, Evans got taken off. Was that like a precaution thing or like
Yeah, I think it was precaution.
oh precaution?
Yeah, his injury wasn't serious.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right back, Dallo, man of the match last game. Hopefully keeps it up. Left back, Regulon would be really nice to have him back. Um, Also, one interesting thing is that I think everyone is like overrating Reguilon, and I'm not saying he's a bad player at all, but it's just that we haven't had a left back in so long that the fact that he's back it's just so like refreshing for a lot of fans. But even though, I saw it. I think it was in one of the streams where I was not there. It was even Neil, and then you both said that if that maybe Luke Shaw should be sold, and I heavily disagree because. Luke Shaw, for me, for 2 seasons, he was not back to back, but still for 2 seasons, he was the best left back in the world. And he has had his injury issues, but I still think that. If you think about it, the injuries make sense because last season, I think we were, in terms of games played, Manchester United were one of the teams who played the most games in Europe because we made it all the way to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and then we made it to two cup finals, and of course the Premier League games. So yeah, I think the injuries are probably because of that.
Do you remember a few seasons ago Liverpool played all the available maximum games? I think it was 2 seasons ago.
Oh yeah, that was a quadruple season. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's
yeah,
interesting.
but they had much more better squad depth, and also like they bought players like Diaz in January.
Yeah. That Luis Diaz signing, man. What a signing.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
there's a midfield. I would go to Amrabat. That's interesting. Of course, Casemiro can't play because he's suspended.
Oh yeah, yeah, I forgot about that. So does that mean McTominay has to play?
I don't think McTominay would play because he was okay against Sheffield United. Like
Oh,
I
I forgot
found,
Ericsson. I forgot about Ericsson.
yeah, I found out he had 9 passes against Sheffield United as a midfielder. 9 passes, 9. So yeah, he was apart from the goal, he was awful against Sheffield United.
Yeah,
So
yeah, this is the thing people don't understand is that just because you score a goal doesn't mean you had a good game. I hate when
yeah,
people say that.
and also he conceded a penalty, so kind of evens out. Um, I mean, I think we'll go for Mount to be honest. I think
Oh
we'll go
yeah,
for
I forgot
Mount.
about Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mount was actually decent against Galatasaray from the highlights I saw.
Yeah, I mean, like Mount, he's not played bad for United. It's just that we don't know how to play him.
Yeah,
Uh, at Cam, yeah, Bruno, I guess, yeah. I mean, he has to be Bruno. I mean, you could play Ericsson and Amrabat and put Mount at 10, but I don't think the Ten Hag will do that.
yeah. Don't put Bruno on the wing. Bruno on the wing is bad.
Yeah, yeah. After right, I guess it has to be Anthony. I think he was promising against Sheffield United. I think he'll get better and better as his fitness gets as he gets the sharpens back. After left, personally, I don't think he'll do this, but I'll go for Garnacho.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, probably not. And striker Rasmus Højlund against his former club. So yeah, that's the lineup. Hopefully, he can get a win tomorrow. And yeah, of course, with players coming back, we also have some decent players on the bench. We have Garnacho, of course, Ericsson. Um, we also, I mean, Mount's also normally on the bench when Casemiro plays. So yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, so I think it's good that our bench is starting to look better, and that's always a good sign.
yeah. Let me tell about Copenhagen real quick. So basically, they play in a low block. They basically try to get counterattacks. And one of my issues is that they, as you see in the previous games, they're in a leading position in both games, and they
Mm.
crumbled towards the end. They were not able to hold on to the lead. So I think this team is good. I think this is a good team that can be good for like 60 minutes, but not for 90 minutes. And that's what my concern is that, there are several teams that, oh, they can play well for like 30 minutes and then crumble afterwards. So I just think that for me, those players off the bench, like, Garnacho, um, Pelistri, and those kind of players can make an impact. I think
Um,
super subs could be big in this game. Like they could score the winner for you guys.
I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, that could be said for any game as well. To be fair, I think. I mean, look at our last game against Sheffield United. I mean, the subs of Garnacho and Eriksen changed the whole game. So I mean, yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I get what you mean. It's absolutely very important in this game, and yeah, I mean, Copenhagen. If they're a low block team, then it's going to be a long day tomorrow because we do not do well against low blocks.
Yeah, anyone think this is gonna be high scoring? Get that off your mind. It's not gonna be high scoring.
Yeah, because I mean, it's very frustrating as well because like out of all of our wingers, the one winger who is creative is on strike right now.
Yeah, and yeah, Rashford, man, he's got to step up, man. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening to him. He's been very average this season.
I mean, yeah, just that thing, with consistency. I mean, Rashford's a player who, when he plays well, he gets overrated, but when he plays badly, he gets overhated.
Yeah, yeah. My thing with Rashford is that I feel like he can be a really good player at times and really, really just useless at
And I
times.
feel like people always overreact with him. Like when he plays bad, they like hate on him so much, but when he plays well, they praise him so much. It's just very inconsistent.
Yeah, and then yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And obviously, how long is the Casemiro thing? This will be a 1 game suspension, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's just one game, and
Okay.
he'll be back for the Manchester derby, which will be very crucial because I think because in that game we can play Amrabat and Casemiro midfield, so I think that'll help out a lot.
Yeah, maybe it's good Casemiro got suspended so we can have a rest.
Yeah, but at the same time, maybe he'll be lacking in match sharpness a bit.
I mean, that's true. I mean, he did play for Brazil in the international break, and I did hear from my friends that Casemiro wasn't really that great for Brazil, so he wasn't that good. Although to be fair, Brazil in general were pretty bad, so I don't know
I
if we
mean,
can
yeah,
really
we
single
lost
him
the
blame.
one.
So Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, 10. I think that's it as well. Just looking at any more news that we've got. Um, I mean, I mean, hopefully as well. I think we should be. I mean, if Copenhagen are a low block team, then we should be getting a clean sheet tomorrow. Hopefully.
Yeah. Look over the goalkeeper, by the way, Kamal Grabara. He's a good shot stopper. He's been making a lot of saves. He's Polish, and we know Poland keepers have generally been pretty good. Szczesny, Fabianski.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. And um, also with I had a brain fart. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting tomorrow. And what was I gonna say? Uh, um, like a clean sheet, and then oh yeah. I mean, we should be able to I think we will. I think it'll just be attack versus defense tomorrow because I think we should be in cruise control of the game. Copenhagen seem. I mean, as you said, they seem like a very defensive side. So it'll just be about getting that one goal, and then hopefully just yeah, I'll change the game hopefully.
Yeah. Do you remember a few seasons ago, United played against Copenhagen in the Europa League?
Oh yeah, but then we need the penalty.
Yeah.
Uh, but hopefully we get a different results with a different manager. So yeah, so I guess let's go for score predictions. What do you think?
I think in my video, what did I predict? I think I predicted 2-0 United.
Right. I'll go for a bit more of an optimistic trainer because I think just getting a convincing win tomorrow would be really great. Of course, it would be great for for honoring Sir Bobby Charlton, and it would be great as well for having for building some momentum for the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Wrap it up here. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe for new turn on post notifications to be notified when we upload the next video. Of course, watch along will be there tomorrow as usual. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.